Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Gekokujo. Now, having just taken Okayama, we have sent 4 recruiters to various villages to recruit as many volunteers as they possibly can, and then return here to garrison this even further. As you can see, I have currently garrisoned it with around 51, well, exactly 51 units, and hopefully that will help us out quite a bit. Now, what I will be doing is taking a few of these Urakami units, and then I will put them into the garrison immediately because they have, obviously, a morale deficit because we are currently at war with the Urakami, so hopefully that will help us out quite a bit. And then we will take on this particular Urakami vassal. Now, I must just check very quickly that we are not at war with the Miyoshi clan, because if we are, then I may have to head in this direction instead. So, let's take a look at the faction relations. Okay, oh, it seems we currently have Casus Belli with them. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm hoping that it does not mean war in some way. So, yes, we can only hope anyway. I think that should be fine, because as you can see here, Goemon is attacking the Okayama patrol and not the lord behind it. So let's actually just see what happens here. Aha, oh, okay, seems totally fine, and Goemon has now gone in to fight that, and the Miyoshi clan vassal is on our side. So, thankfully, we are not at war with them, so I don't have to worry about them. Now, let's head after the Urakami vassal. And then maybe we can take Suyama Castle? Ooh, or maybe not. We may be tied up with a few field battles, as you can see here. Okay, let's see what we can actually do. Aha, he's traveling to Suyama Castle. He is also traveling to Suyama Castle. Okay. Well, let's go in. We have over 200 against us here, I think, or at least 180. So let's see. Maybe we can persuade him? No. Okay. Well, there we are. Yes, 190 of the enemy's units against 154 of ours. Thankfully, all of our companions, well, all of the female ones have leveled up. Of course, Bruce has also leveled up rather nicely too. So we should have a rather strong fighting force to take on the overwhelming might of these Urakami vassals. Well, not exactly overwhelming, but they do have 36 more units than we do. So we may have to be a little cautious when it comes to engaging them. As you can see, they do have exactly the same amount of units on the battlefield that we do, so this will be quite a change from the usual of us actually outnumbering things, which is, yeah, I would say quite usual nowadays. But thankfully we have found a few vassals that are actually strong enough to take us on. So let's move our infantry a little bit further ahead and get our archers over here a little as well. Now we just have to make sure that our cavalry is in a good spot to potentially flank them, maybe. I don't think that this will be very possible with the amount of cavalry we actually have, because as you can see, we only have 6? 7 even. So yes, we don't actually have very many cavalry at all, but I suppose we could charge them in now, and we could probably charge in the infantry as well, because as you can see, we currently have a mirror match going on right here, because as you can see, we currently have the cavalry, or should I say the enemy cavalry, on this side, and we have our cavalry on the other side, and they are attempting to do the exact same thing as we were, which is of course to take out their archers as swiftly as possible. So thankfully, I was able to spot that before they were able to fully charge in against us, and it seems as though they have not done too much damage to us, and whoa, that was a rather nice jumping slash right there, if I do say so myself. Took down that Urakami mounted officer without too much trouble. And maybe I can take this one out too. Let's hope. I have my Naginata, and I took down his horse, and maybe we can take him down now. Or maybe not. Seems he is way too good at parrying. And I am way too feeble at actually using my sword in mounted combat. Okay, never mind. There we are. We took him down eventually. So yes, now we have to deal with the second wave of Urakami units. Now we can only hope that... Ooh, I don't actually lose my horse in this particularly. I would prefer if it would actually stay alive. Okay, well, I think we can probably tell our archers to charge in now, just in case they get out of range and they need to catch up. By charging at them, of course, and now I will take out my bow and do some damage this way, because obviously it makes me look better if I don't actually crash into this particular horse right here. Ah, yes. Okay, well, it's actually not doing too badly at the moment. We seem to be helping our units quite considerably, so I suppose it's not all bad. And we can fire off quite a few arrows into them. Yes, seems quite good. And I think now we will get out our naginata once again and do some slashes. We might actually want to try some infantry combat at some point in a field battle, because I always have a lot of fun when I'm playing an infantry unit in a field battle, because it just seems as though you have such a huge battlefield and you're quite slow in comparison to being on a horse, so it always gives you that feeling of, yes, I'm part of a rather large army and I have to work together with my comrades, otherwise I will be singled out and killed. That's the sort of thing that I feel, at least, when I'm in a field battle as an infantryman. And it seems as though there is one unit fleeing. And we will take him down because I am an excellent marksman. And we will take him down because I am an excellent marksman. Come on, Bruce. Yes, thank you very much. Ah, well, there we are. That only took me 5 tries or so. Yes, how wonderful. Okay, so 8 morale was our reward. Not too great. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, because as you saw on the party screen, if we took a look at the party screen, I don't think we did, but I did actually take a look at it before I started recording, and I was on average morale levels, so that's not too good. And it seems this fellow is now yielding to us. We will let him go, because I have a feeling that the Urakami clan will not be around for too much longer, and it would be quite nice to be able to get a few of those vassals to defect to us, maybe. We can only hope, anyway. Now, it seems as though Kochi has not been taken, even though in the last episode I believe I stated that it was actually under siege before I went in to take Okayama, so yes, it is a little puzzling to me, because every time a vassal attempts to siege Kochi, and every time they cease their activity. So I am not entirely sure what they are thinking whenever they do that. I suppose it is rather logical to assume that our people actually interrupt them, perhaps. That might be somewhat the reason. And as you can see, we now have a masterwork wakizashi. Now, this would be very nice indeed if we could use this, but unfortunately, my two-handed sword at the moment is 39 cutting damage with every swing, and it has no thrusting at all. So I am, yeah, rather in favor of the Nodachi instead of the wakizashi. So, yes, okay, we will leave it at that. And I will leave the rest of the items. There we are. Okay, so some of our units have actually leveled up as well, and we will be leveling them up no problem at all. Let's see. Veteran retainers, I think, would probably be good for upcoming sieges, and archers, I suppose. Okay, so we lost quite a few in that last battle. We had 155, and now we have 142, so not too bad, but at least we have this Miyoshi clan vassal actually running around and assisting us, by proxy at least. Not exactly helping us directly, but there we are. It's rather nice to have an additional enemy for the Urakami in this area, so that's always nice. And let me see. I would like to level these up, because I've never seen what they actually do, or level up into, should I say. But it would be really nice if I could place them in the garrison to shore that up a little bit further, but I suppose that won't be too much trouble as soon as the recruiters get back. So let's actually take a look at their stats, just to see what they are actually speccing into. Okay, it seems as though they're not exactly the greatest, but I suppose what can you expect? They aren't the highest level you can get at the moment, and I would really like to see what they level up into. I know they level up into Metsuke inspectors, but I don't know whether that is the final evolution of this particular troop line. So we'll soon see, hopefully. So let's head on to Suyama Castle. I was actually thinking of taking Himeji, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether that would be a wise idea, considering. Now, let's see. Ooh, 265 units with a vassal of 90 garrisoned here. That might actually be tougher to take than Himeji, but I will try it anyway. Actually, I don't want to try it just yet. I want to wait until daytime, but this guy will be getting in here, so I think what we will do is take him down, and then we will assault the castle. -3, no way. Okay, so this guy is actually a defector from the Asakura clan, from what I can remember, because I believe we actually fought him previously when the Oda clan was actually destroying the Asakura clan, and we were a part of the Oda clan, of course. And wow, this is an amazing amount of trees. Oh my, this is not good for me whatsoever. I am terrible at navigating through trees, as everyone knows. So let's actually make sure that... oh wow, this is actually really cool. I have never actually fought in a battlefield such as this. I mean, I have seen a lot of trees, but not this many, that's for sure. Wow, okay. This is going to be a little difficult, to say the least. So let's actually see what I can do here. Let's go through here, and we'll see. Aha, there seems to be a rather natural path. I like that. Okay, so where are the enemies? They're over here. So let's move our units a little bit up, and then we will see how to react to the enemy's provocations. Okay, so it seems some of our musket men are already firing off their guns. Not entirely sure whether that would be very wise. It would probably give away our position. Of course, if they have a battle map as well, it doesn't really make any difference, but still. For realism. Okay, well, yeah, they're trying to circle around. Oh, I see, they're trying to get on top of the hill. That is not a good thing for us whatsoever. Okay, let's actually just scout ahead and see what's going on here. Ah, there they are. Can you see them? Yes. You are sneaky. How dare you? Okay, so let's get some troops up here now. Wow, we've almost switched positions on the map. I probably would have been better off trying to get up the hill and having the advantage that way, but it seems our enemy is allowing us to actually get the advantage by getting up this hill here. So let's actually place our archers here, charge our infantry in, and the cavalry is off to the side there, so we should get some rather good flanking action going on. Or at least I can hope so, considering, yeah, there are so many trees, and cavalry are terrible in trees, so let's do it. Yeah, jump over those trees. That's what we get. Oh, yes. Okay, let's do it. Oh, yeah. Okay, at least I took one out. At least I can say this wasn't a complete failure, and oh my goodness, look at that tree. That is cool. That is exactly why I like this physics engine. Do you see that tree right there? I'm not sure whether you can see it because it is dark, but yes. I'll show you in a minute if I potentially can. I would like to get off my horse now. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's do it. Come on, I want to be an infantryman, and I want to show you the arrows in the tree. Look at that. Wow. That is really cool. Any other game, the arrows would disappear, and you would never see them in a state such as that. But yes, we can only hope that they continue to have this sort of physics engine in the next game. And it seems as though that was a very swift victory indeed. So there we go. Wow, we only lost 5 to death, which is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping we wouldn't lose any, of course, but yes, what can you do? The trees were our foe in that particular battle. Okay, let's get some, Hatamoto guards. They are very nice. Okay, so there we are. Everyone is leveled up. I have moved the Hatamoto guards to a rather high position, and hopefully they will help us out quite a bit. Now, the only issue I'm currently having is that we don't have a very high amount of units anymore, and we may have to get some, because as you can see we only have 115 eligible for battle. So what I may do is end this episode off here, and next time on Gekokujo hopefully I will have a rather suitable army to take on that many units. I do not really want to chance it because Okayama was a rather severe battle for us, and I can only imagine with one vassal here that it will be a rather similar situation. So once I have gathered around 50 or 60 more units, then I will see you in the next siege. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.